Okay, hello everyone, this is Saltai here, back for another Modern League. So this time we're going to be running only 2 Griff Spoons, and we're subbing in the 2 Spirit Mantle for that more powerful effect. We're still playing with main deck Leyline and with main deck Savage Swipe. And yeah, that's the list we're going to be using here today. Very similar to my previous list that I've been running for quite a while. Excuse my voice. Oh god. I was mucking around with a troll deck and it seems to want to try and make me use it in an actual league, which is not a good idea. Spirit Mantle. Alright, cool. So we're going to go ahead with this list here. Yeah, excuse my voice today and for the 5 weekly videos. I've got a little bit of a cold at the moment, and my sinuses are pretty clogged. For those of you that watched the guide that I did to Bogles, it was probably quite noticeable in that as well. Okay, so we have found our first round opponent here. I'm going to jump into the match. Looks like my client wants to jump all over the place here. Alright, so we won the die roll. We are versing RZA for real. This hand's obviously a mulligan. And this hand looks really good. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. Hopefully they don't take away our Hyena Umbra. So probably the bottom here is just one of our Windswept Heath. And then we can go from there. Opponent's also mulligan to 6. I'm going to go ahead and keep... no, that's not the right click. Alright, that's the right click. Go like that. And here I'm probably going to look to just lead on Horizon Canopy in case we're up against something like Ponza or something like Liliana. Just in case we need Dryad Arbor or that fetch. Take 1 extra point of damage doing it this way, so it's going to be bad if it's a prowess deck, but if it's a prowess deck we got the lifelink anyway. Alright, so it's looking a lot like Bant Snow or Saltai Snow, which is pretty okay for us. What they're going to be doing is a turn 2 Ice Fan Coddle. We can just Daybreak, attack, gain a bunch of life, all that fun stuff. Alright, we do draw the second Hyena Umbra, which is really good because it lets us play around Teferi bouncing an Umbra and making Daybreak fall off for their turn 3 play. So thinking, you know, a couple of moves ahead here, but, you know, very good spot. Hopefully it's not Urza. I think that deck's just gets to combo a little bit too quickly for me. I'd much rather the grindiness of a snow deck. Alright, so second Arkhams. Alright, so we get our Daybreak down, attack for 6, put our opponent to 11. Next time we have an attack for 9, maybe we draw a Rancor and can get the win. Hopefully all they're doing is something like tapping out for Uro. If they tap out for Uro, we're in such a good spot here. Yeah, so it looks like Saltai, because I've got the Swamp Forest. Yep, okay. Excuse me. Yeah, so I versed Bant control, sorry, Saltai control, Snow control deck. I versed one with, so I'm smelling an Archmage's Charm here. Versed one with humans, and like, I've never had an issue with it while I've been playing Bogles, but when I played humans, I found that I had like a really large issue with it. So I'm baiting the Archmage's Charm here. Alright, so we'll attack for 7, 2-turn them. They might just have Snapcaster Mage. We will see. And yeah, like, I don't have an issue with Ice Fang for the most part because it's like I've got First Strike and it's just a 1-1. So the Death Touch never really comes into play against me, but against something like Humans where it can trade for like a 7 power champion of the parish, or they can steal a 7 power champion of the parish with Archmage's Charm, like, deck's annoying. Abrupt Decay, it's looking like. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. We're still going to get him down to 4 here. He's going to fetch down to 5, I'm pretty sure. He might Mystic Sanctuary that Abrupt Decay back on top. Alright, it's just a Watery Grave. So, not quite sure what my opponent's plan is at the moment now. I guess Cryptic Command would be the thing. I don't really... Like, killing my opponent this turn seems good, but I don't really want to give him the counter value off of Cryptic, so I think I'll just attack and make him tap out. I don't think he's going to do anything other than Cryptic. Yeah. They could like Force of Negation here, but at least they're trading resources off of that. Alright, so we've resolved our second Coronet. We'll have to see what our opponent does. Hopefully we just have the win here. Alright, so leading on Arkham's, which suggests no fetch land for a Mystic Sanctuary effect. And I think we've just got the win. Could have second Cryptic Command, he could have Chump Blocker. Not drawing any tramples, pretty annoying. He could also just have Abrupt Decay for Daybreak again, but we should have him dead from that from the other creatures. So it'd have to be Snapcaster Abrupt Decay. So I'm guessing he's going to put Cryptic on top here, and then it's going to be Snapcaster Mage, Abrupt Decay. And he's going to look to Cryptic Command in the following turn. So here's what it is looking like. Okay, so he's just got double Cryptic. Alright, well, my opponent didn't actually bounce their Mystic Sanctuary there. I know they've got the second Cryptic Command in hand, but I mean, we'll make them do something, because from this position, unless they get like a reoccurring draw effect, they don't actually beat us. So if they had like a Planeswalker, like a Teferi or something, big Teferi, but obviously they're not running white, but they don't have Jace either to brainstorm, so I think we're just pretty good. Playing that Scout out there might be a bit worse against something like an Explosives. I think he's just running Abrupt Decay and Assassin's Trophy instead, I think. Sort of willing to take the risk a little bit. So we do know about Cryptic Command in hand for our opponent. And we're just going to go ahead, look to attack. Of course he's going to tap us down. Alright, he's drawn another card with that Cryptic Command, so he's not doing the bounce thing. We might as well cast this Sentinel's Eyes on a random Scout. If they verdict the board, then, you know, we can cast it from our graveyard anyway. And it almost gives us lethal if we need to attack wide. He put a stop on my draw step there, which makes me think he might have Vendilion Clique. Down to 3 off of these fetches. See what draw effect he has. Archmage's Charm? Okay. So that does actually net our opponent a new card. But yeah, still not in any position where I'm even close to dying, so... Still no reason to concede. Alright, now he's finally bouncing the Mystic Sanctuary. He's going to need a draw effect, though, to draw that Cryptic command off of the trigger, because the trigger's going to put it on top, not into his hand. Surprise, surprise, they are reoccurring the Cryptic again. See if they have the 4th Arkhams in, like, the top of their library here. That'd be pretty silly. Alright, so they're just drawing 2 cards off of Archmage's Charm. Maybe looking to play another fetch. No. Alright, so Savage Swipe pretty dead here. Leyline also pretty dead here. Just look to attack. If we can. They've got Cryptic in hand, of course, so we're not actually going to get in here. Maybe they go for something silly like cast Uro next turn, hold up Cryptic, and then we can go to our attack step, they'll tap us down, and then we can fight the Uro with the Savage Swipe. But they actually need to sink 7 mana into Uro to get it out. So... Oh, he's just gone tap draw. He's not actually bounced there. That's funky. Field of Ruin, you're not going to get me, opponent. Not yet. Alright, well, they're actually letting us attack now, which seems a little bit weird. Guessing Snapcaster Mage plus Cryptic Command, though. Is that Icefang mana? Quite possibly, yeah. Okay, that's Icefang mana. Alright, so they're going to have Snapcaster Mage plus Cryptic here. Yeah. I don't think they have a good bounce. Like, the best thing is bounce Daybreak so I don't gain more life. Archmage's Charm. So chump, chump, take 1. Alright. I don't think they're going to counter this Archmage's Charm. I'd say if they do, it's probably good for us. Sorry, when I said Archmage's Charm, I meant to say Sentinel's Eyes. Obviously, they're using Archmage's Charm. Using the draw mode. Getting that sweet, sweet card advantage, which is not doing a whole lot for them. Cling to Dust, draw a card, getting rid of Daybreak. Okay. If this Savage Swipe was a Path to Exile, actually, we might have been able to win turn earlier. As it is, we just get the win there. Okay, so Savage Swipe is bad. Rest in Peace is good. Graft Digger's Cage is good. And I don't think we want Suppression Field or Force. Alright, so I'm just going to go with that. Take out one core Spirit Dancer and keep the list as is. Oh wow, an opponent lost and wrote GG. That's quite random. Don't normally see that. So obviously, Graft Digger's Cage is much weaker in this matchup than Spirit Mantle. Than Rest in Pieces, but it still stops their Snapcaster Mages, which we did see that they have, and it also stops Uro from re-entering from the graveyard. Don't forget about that. Actually, we want Gadok Teeg. I'm an idiot. Probably Gadok Teeg straight swap for the core Spirit Dancer there. Yeah, that's very silly from me. Yeah, we will keep this, sure. They could make us discard, but yeah, doesn't look like it. Just looks like an Arkham's. Gotcha. Good, good. So if we can draw a land, we can play a turn 2 Rest in Peace. Or we can potentially just play Ethereal Armor Rancor, attack for 5, which is probably a lot better. So here, he shouldn't have a counterspell. It should just be Icefang Coddle. I'm going to lead on the Rancor. They might actually try to pitch a Force of Negation to one of our auras. It might be Rancor. Hopefully it's Rancor. Alright, they do have Mana Leak. That's unexpected. I don't normally see that in this deck. So let's resolve our Ethereal Armor. Attack for 2. Next turn we have Griffspoon plus Rest in Peace, which will be pretty good. Alright, let's cast the Griffspoon. They'll probably try and hold their mana for Archmage on Daybreak or something. Which point we'll just attack for 4, and if they flash in like an Icefang to chunk block, we can Rest in Peace second main. I think I want to hold on to this Rest in Peace for now. Next turn he might just start with the Cryptic Command stuff. I'll look for a better spot to play it rather than into open mana. Because I really feel like he's got Archmage's Charm here. Yep. So that would have just been a straight counter for Rest in Peace then. Obviously we missed out on one potential point of damage. And our opponent gets to draw 2 cards from that one spell, so they get card advantage, but it's much better than losing Rest in Peace. It's such a powerful effect that we need. Alright, so they're tapping out for Uro. That's going to be absolutely fine. I think we just cycle this Horizon Canopy. Could have done that end step. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference on their land. Alright, we'll see if we resolve it or we get mana leaked. They might want a Mystic Sanctuary now to return something as well, even if they don't have the counterspell. Alright, so they're getting Archmage's Charm back. Looks like they got the counterspell as well. That's a little bit impressive. Maybe I should have just led on Grafdigger's Cage instead. But they did get rid of both their fetch lands to do that, so unless they have another fetch land, they're not going to be able to get Mystic Sanctuary happening. Maybe they get a little bit greedy this turn with a Cryptic Command where they draw a card instead of bouncing Mystic Sanctuary as well. And then we can lock them off of getting it back with Snapcaster Mage. Can see that happening. Excuse me. Yikes. Not pleasant. Alright, they're just casting the Euro. That sort of sucks. At least we fly. But he's got open mana again. He's probably got another mana lake. So it doesn't even have to deal damage to me. It just gets it when it attacks. It's so dumb. Maybe I should have waited until next turn in case he mana leaks. Okay, I guess we got away with it. It doesn't do a whole lot at the moment. It would have been nicer to have down last turn. Field of Ruin, yeah, that's fine. This doesn't have trample, does it? Maybe I just take the chance to trade Dryad Arbor with it if he gives it to me. Because later on he can just Field of Ruin my Dryad Arbor and I won't have the option to block. It's probably fine. Alright, so they tried to gain control of Grisburn there. Obviously, it still stays attached to my creature. Normally they just steal anything they want with that card. But it's good that you just wasted it then. It definitely feels more controlling than a lot of the Bant decks that I've versed, just off the merit of the lands that they've had. Alright, so let's go ahead and attack for 3. I mean, this is super not impressive. Actually, him doing that has shrunk my ethereal armor. So I no longer control Grisburn. That's kind of funky. Alright, we'll play out another chump blocker here. And I feel like we just leave this Rest in Peace untapped in case he ever plays a Blood Moon. Alright, so he's cast Fact or Fiction, which pretty well sucks. Den of Winter can go on its own, you know. He's just gonna take it anyway. It will actually kill his Uro though, I think. Then we can look to get Grisburn back on our creature for 4 mana. Maybe start rebuilding. I really wish I had Dryad Arbor here to chump block this. That is so sad. I'll make him scared. That's what I'll do. I'll make him scared. I'll threaten the Dryad Arbor. I guess he could just Field of Ruin it in response though. Now he's got access to Archmage's Charm because Astrolabe's just freaking stupid. I wonder when this card's going to get banned because it's just not okay to have that doing what it's doing. I mean, Dead of Winter would be way fairer of a card and way less utilized if our opponent didn't have access to Arkhams, right? Alright, well, I'm going to get a basic Plains because my life total sort of matters here. And maybe we can get him to sink some mana into a Field of Ruin, which doesn't really do anything against us. Until he hits his third Field of Ruin, at which point he'd invest 9 mana to strip mine us once. Alright, so we'll get the Forest, so our opponent thinks that we're only maybe running 2 basics. If we get the Plains, they might actually think we have 3. This is super lame though. We've had 3 auras this entire game. And now they've got an Ice Fang ready to do gross stuff. Alright. So, Plague Engineer is the final nail in the coffin here. Alright. So, I'm going to take out these ley lines. I'm going to bring in these Gadok Teagues. And probably just bring in the other Core Spirit Dancer again. Maybe... Actually, Suppression Field's pretty good on the draw. On the play, sorry. What do we want to take out? Maybe Grispoon? Yeah, let's just remove the Grispoon. I think I'm happy with core. I'm taking my auras pretty light here. I think I've only got 20 auras in the main deck now, but our 2-drops are just really good. Yeah, we haven't seen a single discard spell from this opponent either, so maybe their like only 1-drop is Arkham's Astrolabe, and then they're just running Permission and Abrupt Decays and Assassin's Trophies. Quite likely. Our main problem there was we just didn't draw anything of relevance. We just stacked up on creatures. They finally hit a Fact or Fiction. I think if they're running Fact or Fiction, they're probably on Wilderness Reclamation. But I don't think we want Force of Vigor against them, even with that knowledge. Maybe on the draw, but even then, just Gadok Teague does everything we need it to. Alright, so we're going to keep this. We have a real chance to land screw our opponent here with a Suppression Field. And we've got Ethereal Armor Rancor as well. This hand seems freaking awesome. So opponent's mulligan to 6 here. You probably can't read that at the moment, unless I go like that. Ta-da! And looks like they're keeping their 6. Alright, so we're gonna lead on our turn 1 poster boy. Throw him on down, pass the turn. And they're leading on Polluted Delta. Alright. So, I have really... Like, I would doubt they have Spell Pierce here, so I'm just... I've cast the wrong aura. I'm an idiot. I'm supposed to be casting Suppression Field there. That's really bad. I probably have to go next turn Rancor and Ethereal Armor now. Yeah, my bad. I'm a little bit sick. Clearly I'm not concentrating on what I'm clicking there. That's pretty unfortunate, because the game was probably won if we'd resolved that there. Now it's possibly not even worth casting. Like, don't get me wrong, resolving a Rest in Peace isn't bad, it's just not nearly as good. Alright, so I'm going to go Rancor here without showing land. Maybe they mana leak, at which point we can Suppression Field afterwards. We're pretty aura light at the moment though. Alright, let's try for Suppression Field. If I'm attacking into open mana, I'm not attacking here because Ice Fang just trades with my 1 toughness. Probably should have let on Rancor then. I just expected it to get countered. Alright, let's just pass. No need to attack there. That's really upsetting because they got rid of the Rest in Peace, not the Suppression Field. That's quite interesting. Okay. I guess they want to start building up cards in their graveyard for Uro. Have to see what my opponent does here with his land. Yeah, so if that was a turn 1 Suppression Field, he wouldn't have been able to Abrupt Decay then. We would have just had the green light to play Rancor Ethereal Armor. We would have had the attack for 6. Our opponent would currently be at 9. Sorry, they'd be at 10 because they wouldn't have fetched shocked. So 12, sorry. But obviously, they're just casting Uro now. Okay, that's fine. So now we're just dodging Force of Vigor. We get around Spell Pierce at the moment, which is nice. Sure. I will play a Core Spirit Dancer. So we'll throw down on Bogle. Say yes to our triggers. They don't have any snow permanents out yet, so I'm not that scared of Dead of Winter at the moment either, which is nice. Alright, Force of Negation, pitching Force of Negation. We do get a draw off of that though. Alright, that's a pretty good draw. I didn't attack. I irritate myself so much right now. Oh my goodness. If we lose this game by 3 points of damage, I'm playing so bad. I swear I hit 5 then to cancel it. And then he cast that in my main phase, and I was already in my combat step by the time that resolved, so that doesn't seem right to me. No wonder why I just accidentally randomly clicked through. Opponent's only got a 5-minute clock left. Holy cow, we might clock them here. We don't deserve to. We've played this game very bad. We've made 2 pretty crucial mistakes now. Alright, so they're cracking their fetch land. Maybe a Mystic Sanctuary and tapped. Okay. They're getting back Force of Vigor. Abrupt Decay. Okay, that's fine. These are all islands. It's disgusting. So, I'm guessing Arkham's Astrolabe. Petty Theft. What are we drawing? Rest in Peace? I mean, sure. This is pretty bad still. We know about their Abrupt Decay. They now have a Brazen Borrower they can flash in as well. We're in the same position we were in last game as well, where we've just got no auras. We've just been drawing non-relevant things. I mean, yes, Rest in Peace is relevant, but, you know. Alright, so Abrupt Decay on the Rest in Peace. That is good. And then he's going to look to Petty Theft block, maybe. Alright, cast an Uro. That is fine. So, now I guess if we go Rancor Ethereal Armor again, sorry, Cord Spirit Dancer Ethereal Armor again, that would be optimal. Let's see what we draw. Daybreak Coronet. So they've already used the Abrupt Decay. Potentially resolving this is really important. They've got one card in hand. Alright, let's just throw this down while we can. If our opponent destroys our Rancor later on, at least we can put it on Cool Spirit Dancer and get a draw off of that. Alright, they're spending their entire turn to Field of Ruin our Horizon Canopy. I feel pretty good about that, guys. Alright, they got Arkham's. Draw a card. Gotcha. So put him to 3. I think we just Gadok Teague and then leave Core Spirit Dancer in hand. Oh, we can't actually fetch that Windswept Teeth because of our suppression field also. So we couldn't cast 2 creatures there even if we wanted to. I don't think it's correct, but... Alright, so Ice Fang, they're going to look to draw an Abrupt Decay or an Assassin's Trophy here. Guess I should stop yielding in case they Assassin's Trophy here. I think we've got it. Alright, so it looks like we got the win. We didn't deserve to win that one with how much we misplayed, but we got it anyway. Yep, so that was us taking out Snow Saltai, round 1. So we're going to end the video there, guys. I do think it's a good matchup for us, any Snow deck. Yep, so we're going to end it there. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like and a comment down below, both of which are good for the algorithm on YouTube and growing the channel. Other than that, if you're new, be sure to subscribe for daily Bogles content and ring the bell if you'd like notifications. Thank you and see you all next time.